Welcome to today's video. On March 24, 2025, the moon moves through Scorpio, a powerful alignment that heightens intuition, emotional depth, and internal transformation. It's an ideal time to not only examine the subtle blocks that may be affecting your financial flow, but also to make lasting, energetic changes in your home that align with abundance. Under Scorpio's influence, we are naturally drawn to explore what lies beneath the surface, the invisible forces that shape our external reality. That's why, in this video, I'll be guiding you through a timeless method rooted in ancient wisdom, how to use rosemary not just as a herb, but as a tool to activate prosperity energy within your space. All it takes is a clear understanding of the principle, the correct placement, and a simple ritual to unlock the flow of abundance that may already be waiting for you. Stay with me until the end, where I'll reveal not only the 5 essential placement points, but also a little-known 6th location, often referred to as the energetic vault of wealth. Hidden in plain sight within your own home, for centuries, rosemary has been known for its cleansing and protective qualities, but few understand its deeper role as a conductor of energy, especially financial energy. Its properties go beyond aroma and tradition. When placed intentionally in the right areas of a home, rosemary can help dissolve stagnant patterns and invite clarity, opportunity, and material flow. This isn't about superstition. It's about resonance. Every space holds a frequency, and that frequency either supports or hinders what we experience: health, focus, relationships, or in this case, prosperity. If you've ever felt that no matter how hard you work, financial breakthroughs remain just out of reach, the issue may not be effort, but environment. In the minutes ahead, I'll walk you through 5 specific locations in your home where rosemary can shift the energetic landscape entirely. These points are not chosen at random. Each has a function, an energetic role that either contributes to or disrupts the natural movement of wealth in your life. And when aligned correctly, the effects are often not only noticeable, but deeply transformative. As we begin this process, approach it with clarity and intention. What we're about to activate isn't just a symbolic gesture, but a deliberate realignment between your space and the energy of abundance. Each space within a home carries its own energy field, one that subtly but powerfully shapes the experiences we live through each day. When it comes to prosperity, that energy is not only influenced by our habits and decisions, but also by the structure, flow, and condition of the physical environment around us. Rosemary, when integrated intentionally into these 5 strategic locations, becomes more than a plant. It becomes a channel, activating, amplifying, and sustaining the energy of wealth. We begin with the main entrance, the portal through which all external energy first enters your living space. This is not just a doorway in architectural terms. It is, symbolically and energetically, the first filter between the outside world and your personal domain. Every day, this threshold receives a flow of vibrations from people, from objects, from your own energy as you re-enter your home. When rosemary is placed here, either just outside or directly inside near the door, it acts as a guardian. Its natural properties purify and stabilize incoming energy, ensuring that only aligned, supportive frequencies make their way into your environment. If paired with a small gold coin or a citrine stone, its effect is amplified. These elements together not only welcome abundance, but also set the tone for everything that happens within the space that follows. From there, we move to the kitchen, historically and energetically considered the seat of nourishment and domestic wealth. In many cultures, a family's prosperity was once measured by the abundance and variety of their food stores. Today, the symbolism remains the same, even if the form has changed. The kitchen transforms raw materials into sustenance. When rosemary is placed near the stove or near a bowl of fresh fruit, it blends into this process of transformation. It quietly infuses your meals with intention and energetic clarity. Over time, this not only supports physical health, but also cultivates a subtle awareness of plenty, of having more than enough. To further enhance this, a simple mental affirmation while preparing food, such as, "This meal multiplies prosperity in my life," can tune your mind and body into a state of receptivity. Next is the workspace, a zone directly tied to your capacity for action and financial generation. Whether this is a dedicated home office or just a corner where you pay bills or make plans, the energy here reflects your relationship to responsibility, direction, and output. Stagnation in this area often shows up as procrastination, lack of focus, or persistent stress around money. Placing rosemary here is a declaration that this space is now one of clear, intentional movement. Its presence supports discipline, but also creativity and flow, key qualities for anyone building financial stability or growth. For those working with specific goals, placing a written intention or financial target beneath the rosemary pot turns this into a small energetic contract between your physical space and your desired outcome. It's not magic, it's alignment. And that shift in focus often leads to decisions that are more intuitive, more precise, and more fruitful. Then comes the altar or meditation space, which functions not as a place of action, but of alignment. This is where the internal foundation of prosperity is built, through clarity, reflection, and intention. While some might associate wealth strictly with numbers and outcomes, the truth is that lasting abundance is deeply tied to emotional grounding and mental openness. A sprig of rosemary placed on a meditation table or altar connects you to this deeper layer. It reminds the nervous system to slow down, and it opens space for creative insight and emotional release. Lighting a gold candle here once a week while holding an intention for financial peace or expansion can build a consistent, energetic rhythm, one that informs not just what you do, but how you feel when you do it. And that in turn shapes the outcomes that come your way. Finally, we arrive at the most potent location, the wealth corner, a space derived from traditional feng shui practices. To locate it, stand at the main entrance of your home and identify the farthest left-hand corner from where you're standing. This area, whether it's a bedroom, a closet, or an open space, acts as the energetic reservoir for your financial life. When this space is neglected, cluttered, dusty, filled with unused or broken items, it acts like a blocked artery in an otherwise healthy system. But when it is activated with care, its impact radiates outward into every part of your life. Placing a rosemary plant here is the beginning. To deepen its effect, pair it with 3 elements: a gold coin or currency note, symbolizing material wealth, a citrine or pyrite crystal, known to attract prosperity, and a yellow or gold candle, which enhances vibrational clarity. Together, these items form a kind of energetic grid, subtle but deeply transformative. The key in all 5 placements is presence. These are not decorations, they are energetic tools that interact with the physical, emotional, and vibrational structure of your home. And when placed with intention, they begin to shift not only how your space feels, but how opportunities appear, how decisions unfold, and how money moves in and out of your life. In the next section, we will bring all 5 points together through a focused activation ritual. This step completes the process, aligning your intention with your space and initiating the energetic shift toward lasting financial flow. Now that the rosemary has been placed with care and understanding in each of the 5 strategic locations, the final step is activation. Without this, the setup remains passive. Energy, like intention, requires a point of initiation, a moment when it is no longer just preparation, but practice. Begin by choosing one of the 5 locations where rosemary has been positioned. For best results, the wealth corner is often the most suitable, as it holds the strongest accumulation of financial energy within the home. In this space, bring together 3 essential elements: a fresh sprig of rosemary, a yellow or gold candle, and a clear glass of water with a pinch of coarse salt dissolved within it. Light the candle and place it beside the rosemary. The flame represents movement, the ignition of transformation. Next to it, place the glass of salted water. Water purifies, while salt grounds and clears any residual stagnation in the space. This combination prepares the room for a shift in vibrational tone. Take a moment to stand still, hold the rosemary in both hands, close your eyes, and breathe deeply 3 times. With each breath, allow your awareness to settle into the space, as if you were tuning into a quieter signal beneath the surface noise of daily life. Then, speak this affirmation aloud, clearly and calmly. I activate the energy of money in my life. My home is a magnet for wealth. This statement is not about wishful thinking. It is a command, directed not only to the space around you, but also to your own inner field of belief and perception. Speak it as if it were already true. Feel its meaning begin to settle into the room. Once the affirmation is complete, dip your fingertips lightly into the salted water and gently touch the rosemary. This simple act serves as a seal, bridging your intention with the element that now holds it. Then, blow gently 3 times toward the rosemary. This is not symbolic, it is energetic. The breath carries the intention outward, distributing it across the space like ripples on water. Let the candle burn completely, and once the ritual is finished, pour the remaining salted water into a plant or onto natural earth, never down a drain. This returns the cleansed energy to the earth, closing the cycle. What follows may not be immediate or dramatic. Often the earliest signs are internal, a shift in clarity, a sense of lightness, a small decision made more easily than before. But in the days and weeks ahead, changes may begin to emerge in how money arrives, how choices appear, and how your space feels as you move through it. In the final section, we will look at how to sustain this energetic alignment over time and why consistency, not intensity, is the key to lasting transformation. At this point, it's important to understand that what we've explored is not based in superstition or blind belief. The method draws its strength from the intersection of vibrational energy, psychology, and long-standing cultural systems of understanding space and consciousness. Scorpio, the sign influencing this day, does not respond to surface-level explanation. It demands depth, precision, and truth beneath appearances. That's why the practice you've just completed must be understood from more than one angle. What matters is not just the act, but what it activates within the self. On an energetic level, every object and space emits a frequency. Rosemary, like all living plants, carries a measurable vibrational field that interacts with the energy of its surroundings. Modern research has even observed shifts in environmental frequencies in the presence of certain plants, including rosemary and lavender, but energy alone is not enough without human intention. This is where psychology comes in. When you write or speak affirmations like, "I activate the energy of money in my life," you're doing more than stating a desire. You are engaging your subconscious, a part of the mind that doesn't question logic but responds directly to repetition, emotion, and imagery. Over time, this repetition begins to reshape perception, behavior, and ultimately results. When combined with ritual and physical symbols like rosemary, the impact is far greater. What you believe begins to align with what you do, and both begin to shape what you receive. Finally, this method stands on the shoulders of cultural practices that have long understood the interplay between space, energy, and human experience. In traditions like Buddhism, clarity of environment is linked directly to clarity of mind. In feng shui, the placement of objects determines the flow of energy that supports or obstructs areas of life, health, relationships, wealth. These are not merely symbolic traditions. They are systems developed through centuries of observation, rooted in a deep awareness of the unseen structures that shape life's outcomes. And so, under the Scorpio moon, as internal and external energy becomes more fluid and receptive to transformation, you are being asked not only to participate in this practice, but to embody it. What begins with the placement of a plant and the lighting of a candle can become a shift in how you live, decide, and relate to what abundance truly means. In the final section, we'll look at how to maintain this shift and why prosperity, once activated, must be nurtured, not with effort, but with presence. When you place rosemary intentionally in key areas of your home, carry out the activation ritual with presence, and speak your affirmations with clarity and conviction, you're not just shifting the energy of your physical space, you're redefining your relationship with prosperity itself. This is not a quick fix or a symbolic gesture. It is a method grounded in energy work, psychology, and timeless spiritual traditions. It's designed to help you realign not only your surroundings, but the internal beliefs and emotional patterns that shape your financial reality. Under the influence of Scorpio today, every action carries deeper, transformative potential. This isn't about doing more or forcing outcomes. It's about asking a quieter question. Is your space supporting your growth? Are you sending the right signal for what you want to attract? If you commit to this practice with intention and consistency, what begins to shift will not just be what you have, but how you live, how you decide, how you receive, and how you hold abundance. Thank you for being here. In the next video, we'll continue exploring simple, grounded methods to rebalance energy, expand perspective, and connect more deeply to the resources already within you.